Greetings. This is Professor Welch again, talking more about police writing. One thing that's very important is to write your report in the first person, such as I investigated the suspect. Use I. That's very important. I wanted to review the term Corpusdelicti and spell it for you. C-O-R-P-U-S is corpus, delecti, D-E-L-E-C-T-I. This is a very important term, maybe the most important term in report writing, because corpus delicti refers to the elements of a crime. I gave you the example of burglary, the breaking and entering to the dwelling house of another. Those are the elements. The police report should be able to establish the elements of a crime. So that is very, very important. Another important concept is to use facts. Your report should be based on facts that are an actual occurrence, not on opinions or beliefs. If you say, I think Joe is a criminal, well, that's an opinion. But if you said, Joe has been arrested for 2 domestic violence incidents on a particular date, then that's factual, and that is not simply giving an opinion. Another very important thing in police report writing is to go chronologically according to time. Also, attorneys do that. When they do cross-examination, they try and present evidence chronologically, or if a witness is on direct, they try and present it chronologically according to time. It's much easier to follow a chronological report rather than one that goes back and forth all of the time. So these are some very important tips in report writing. And as you're working at becoming a report writer, pat yourself on the back a little and be encouraged that you're making good progress. I've heard the statement, every day, in every way, you're getting better. And practice makes perfect. Just to have a little fun, I was thinking about the book Alice in Wonderland and what we can learn from that book. And I called it Alice in La La Land and Legal Reporting. The first point I say is an investigator listens well before writing. If you're writing, then you're not listening. So listen well before writing. And Alice misunderstood the mouse and thought the mouse was saying something different than she was saying. Don't be like Alice. Write down exactly what the person said. Be persistent. And this is from the King White Rabbit in chapter 12 of Alice in Wonderland, who said, begin at the beginning and go till you come to the end, and then stop. And also, a good investigator thinks outside the box. I heard of one recent case where a particular used pair of shoes was very important in the criminal investigation. The investigator went to the shoe store and asked the clerk, and the clerk checked and came back and said, no, the used shoes were not left by the person buying the shoes. And the investigator said, go again, go look again. And there, looking again, the store clerk found the particular shoes, and that broke the case, and they were able to do the arrest from that particular lead. So I say, be persistent, go the extra mile, think outside the box. Another important part of report writing we can learn from Alice in Wonderland is to show interest in the person you interview in preparing your report. Alice said in chapter 2 of Alice in Wonderland, be curiouser and curiouser. And I always think to be a police report writer and also to be an attorney, you have question marks for eyeballs. You question everything. You're curious and curiouser. The next point is make your meaning clear in your report. And we see in the March Hare said to Alice in chapter 7, then say what you mean and mean what you say. So remember to take a look at the looking glass and go deep inside the world of legal report writing. We've had, through the last several recordings, many ideas, and these ideas from Alice in Wonderland are also helpful and can help explain ideas to help you become a great report writer. Remember, the yard by yard, it's hard to learn these things, but inch by inch, it's a cinch, and you're getting better every day and stronger every day in every way. So keep on studying, keep on researching. Remember all of the tips that we've talked about, and remember to be very factual, to be very accurate, to be very clear, be very concise. Don't use 3 words when one will do. Be very complete, and then be very timely. So remember in your report to create a mental image. So the person who picks up your report, they can see what you saw. Remember to write in the first person. I talk to my students and I say, have I disease. Use I and have it in the first person. And then in the past tense, what happened? So these are all excellent tips that you can use in your analysis and in your response and in your assessment in police report writing. I believe our textbook is excellent in this course, providing many good definitions and example, and it's particularly strong in showing examples of reports. So I would look very carefully at the practical examples in the text. This will be the end of this particular recording.